Hello, John. Today in this tutorial, we are going to be treating the RGB and RGBA colors, and you are going to learn the techniques behind them and how they work. I know you have been seeing people using this type of color. If you have been watching tutorial before, maybe you have been watching CSS tutorial before, or you have been styling your website before, you are not new to CSS. You have been seeing people using RGB and RGB, and you are like, wow, what is this? And I don't even know how they do it. So now in this tutorial, I'm going to a little bit, let you understand the techniques behind it. And from this tutorial, I know you are going to keep on using it because it's going to make a little bit more sense to you. So we have a file which is index.html because we definitely have to have our HTML file inside every code. And then I want to create my own styles.css. So we are going to have some styling also. So inside the HTML file, I want to shift and 1 to bring out the normal document structure, and then the title, I want to modify it. RGB and RGBA, don't worry, it's not a must for you to modify the title. I just like doing so because it's a little bit make more sense than just leaving it as document. So I have my H1 here that says hello colors. So now I want to add some content more because I can't just leave it to H1 only. So I want to just write like learning with code alumni. So we are learning with code alumni inside the p tag, and I save. So the next thing I want to do here is to actually link my CSS to the HTML using the link tag. I believe all of you know how to do this by now. So styles.css, perfect. I link my CSS and I save. So I go to the CSS and then I copy part first. I want to open up the code inside browser so we'll be able to see what we have been doing. I paste here. I don't want to see this, sorry. So let me close it not now. And then I paste here and I hit on enter. And these are my text. I want to make them bigger so you'll be able to see them a little bit more. So then I go back to the code editor and then I start adding my CSS again, which is by selecting the H1. I definitely want to do body first, so to change the background color. So I want to change the background color to something more different. So I keep it to brown, I save. So let's check the browser if the background color is working. Yeah, so we have perfectly changed the background color of our browser because we are selecting the whole body tag. And then I select H1 now, open curly braces, want to change the color. So let me change the color to RGB. So here now we want to use the RGB method to change the color of the H1. So the R there means red, that's just it. The R in there means red. So and the G means green, and the blue means, and the B means blue. That's the full meaning of RGB. You have been hearing RGB. So this is what it means. So it is combination of red, green, and blue. And then while you are twisting the numbers in there, it's going to be like mixing them together. You know, mix of colors give different mix of primary colors give you different new colors. So by just mixing them, you are going to be having different colors. So the full you can go is 255. So when you write 255, that means you want full blue. And also in the green part, if you write 255, that means you want full blue. And then red, you have 255, that means you want full red. So and if you have 3 of them full, it's going to give you a white color. That's just the technology behind it. So we have RGB 255, 255, 255. The color will change to white because red in full and also green in full and also blue in full will give you white color. So what if now I change this 1 to 0? You can see we have yellow. When I change the blue to 0, so that means 25, 255, 255 plus 0 is blue. And then we have 255. So let me change all of them to 0, 0, 0, which will give us black. So when we have red in 0 and also green in 0, blue in 0, we have our color to be black. Full black. So because this strong black. So now let's change some things a little bit. So I change my red to 255 back. Then I want to reduce the green color to possibly 75. That's like a little bit more. Then let me check what happens. I have something like orange color. Don't worry if it's not orange, I don't know much of colors. So but you can see we have a total different colors here now because we keep it in a simple manner. Let's keep this one 255 so it will be full. Let's see the color change to something, I don't know. So but you can see we have totally different color. So by twisting those numbers in there, you'll be having a little bit of different colors. So let's style our P tag. Now we have been styling the H1 using the RGB method. Now we use the RGBA method to style our P tag, which we are now going to see the meaning of the A also attached to it. So the RGBA, the A there totally means alpha, which controls the hue. I mean, not hue, if you don't understand that English, it controls the opacity of how you want it. So like you are monitoring the opacity of it. So we have 255 for red, 75, and also 255. So I want to give it the same exact color as the one above. So we are going to see how to control the opacity with the alpha. So the value that the alpha can accept is in between the 0 and 1. It's no more than that. So now we have 0.1. So that's very, very small. And you can see, let's check the browser. So you can see we are having the same color, but we are not seeing this very well. It's not clear enough because the opacity I give to it is 0.1. So what if I give it 0.5? It will be more little bit visible. So I tell you the full you can go is 1. So you see now it's little visible than the having 0.1. We are controlling the opacity of that text. When we have 1, it will be fully visible. I believe with this, you will understand with me how to control the opacity and the use of the alpha attached to the RGBA method. So